Water, one of the most remarkable substances in the universe, created among the stars. Without water, life on Earth could not have begun. Where there is no water, life perishes. We will journey through space and time to the very birth of the universe. We will learn how matter was forged and the first drops of water formed, and we'll discover how water made its way to Earth long ago. The universe was born 13.7 billion years ago in a giant explosion. At first, it was tiny, smaller than an atom, and yet it contained everything. And as it swelled, energy and matter, time and space were created in an instant. And in an instant, too, energy and matter congealed into a plasma of tiny particles. And in just 3 minutes, they joined to form all the first atoms, hydrogen and helium. Soon, atoms were drawn together by their own gravity. Atoms gathered into clouds, and clouds crunched into balls to form the first stars. And as atoms were squeezed in the heart of these stars, so nuclear fusions began. The stars burst into light in the blackness of space. These vast early stars were created from only simple light elements, hydrogen, helium, and lithium. But deep in their hearts, nuclear fusions forged heavier atoms such as oxygen and carbon. These vast stars burned brilliantly, but briefly before bursting apart in mighty explosions that scattered their ashes far and wide. Yet clouds made from their debris included the newly forged heavier atoms such as oxygen as well as hydrogen and helium. And from the debris was born a new generation of stars, including our sun. And in the process, too, water was made. Gazing deep into the night sky, space seems a place of infinite calm. And yet, this is an illusion. Those twinkling stars and wispy clouds boil with activity so violent and energetic that they are foundries, endlessly forging new substances in unimaginable quantities. And water is among these new substances, formed as hydrogen and oxygen atoms bond. Once, the idea that water was born in the tumult of space was just a theory. But now, astronomers are detecting a deluge of water across the universe. Most spectacularly, a gigantic cloud of water was recently identified over 12 billion light years away in the constellation of Lynx, wrapped around a remote quasar. There is thought to be 140 trillion times more water in this vast galactic reservoir than in all the world's oceans. And just 750 light years away from Earth, floods of water are forming on the surface of a young star and spurting out at huge speed from its poles. Each spurt contains more water than flows through the Amazon in 4 years. Maybe all young stars spurt water like this. And probing deep into space, the satellite telescopes Hubble and Spitzer have found water in abundance. In the Orion complex, where new stars are being born even now, they have detected large amounts of water vapor and ice. And there is water in interstellar clouds in our own Milky Way galaxy. Then, lurking beneath the surface of Jupiter's moon Ganymede, Hubble has detected an ocean so deep it holds more water than Earth. And on Saturn's moon Enceladus, gravity-powered jets of water vapor hundreds of kilometers into space, and there are warm seas which may harbor life. And many comets that hurtle around the sun, leaving vast bright trails, are 80% water ice. So water is common in space. But how did it find its way to Earth? One theory is that water was brought by countless comets raining down on Earth 4 billion years ago during the period known as the Late Heavy Bombardment. Yet if water from the comets was not simply to vaporize, the Earth would already have to be cool. And also water from the comets has a different chemical balance to Earth's water. Other scientists believe the late Michael Drake was right in suggesting water was here all along. Earth was born wet, with water held in the space dust from which Earth was made, surviving the cataclysm of its formation. The theory is that the heaviest elements were included in the nucleus of the young planet, whereas lighter elements, including water, gradually moved upwards. Water vapor gathered thickly in the atmosphere. Once Earth had cooled enough, the vapor condensed into rain, and then it teemed down for centuries, flooding Earth's surface to make the oceans. Further evidence for this wet Earth theory came recently when a kind of crystalline water was found in Earth's mantle, suggesting water is even more abundant in Earth's interior than in the oceans. Oceans and seas cover 70% of Earth's surface. Water in rain and rivers sculpts the landscape. Water in the air creates the climate, and water in the oceans flows in vast currents that modulate its temperature. Water pervades every form of life on Earth, and yet the total mass of water on Earth is small and infinitely precious. Barely 0.002% of Earth's mass is water. If all Earth's water was gathered in a single ball, its diameter would not stretch across France, and a ball of all the fresh water would not even cover New York State. Scientists are trying to establish if a similar proportion of water mass to planet mass exists in other bodies of our solar system. If so, this would be powerful evidence for Drake's wet Earth hypothesis, and implies that we may find water throughout the solar system. Water, one of the most remarkable substances in the whole universe, created among the stars. The very stuff of life, the stuff of us humans. Visit the next modules of the installation to learn its secrets. On leaving this room, you can dive into the depths, voyage the ocean of life, and explore states of water. Enjoy your visit to Hydropolis.